Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing well tonight on this lovely evening and on Halloween. It's my favorite day of the year, and tonight I'm going to do a special Halloween card reading. And what deck I chose to use with this card reading is called the Self Love Oracle by Jeanette Choi. And it's a very special deck to me. It's one of my favorite deck of cards, of Oracle cards. And it has a lot of cards that deal with self help and self love, loving your shadow and acceptance. It's a really cool deck. So let's go ahead and do this lovely Halloween card reading, my friends. And I'll say a prayer for us and then I'll begin. Dear kind spirits, thank you for another beautiful night here on this earth. And I'd like to humbly ask you for some guidance for me and my viewers. And I was wondering, what should we focus on tonight as we watch this video? Please and thank you. Thank you so much, and may the wisdom and truth be revealed in this lovely reading in accordance with the highest good. Thank you, my friends, and I love you. Amen. What should me and my friends here focus on tonight? I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and I'm going to draw a card for us, okay? I always like to, I like to show the shuffling on the camera if I can. But let's go ahead and shuffle, my friends. This is a lovely deck. I ordered this deck. It actually came from Singapore. So I ordered it, it was I think it was about 3 years ago. But yeah, it's one of my favorite decks. And there's a lot of wonderful insight and wisdom and just self-help in the deck itself. So, all right. We shuffled. Now let's go ahead and draw a card. And yeah, I hope you're having a great night tonight. I hope you're having a really happy Halloween. I am. I just got to I got to eat some pizza, and I watched Casper the Friendly Ghost. So I'm having a good Halloween. I had to work tonight, but I only worked till 7. But anyways, all right. Let's go ahead and see what card we have, my friend. This is our Halloween card for our Halloween reading. And this is Love All. Love All. And I'm going to read it as well. I'll read it and I also have a guidebook that I'll be reading from that'll read the description of this card as well. And it looks like a woman who's holding a lotus flower in her hand outside of a vase. It's very bright, but she's holding a lotus flower. You see the lotus flower right there, and then there's a vase right there, and she's holding it out of the vase, almost like she's going to give it to somebody. And the card is Love All. Love All. It's interesting. I was thinking to myself, I've used this deck a lot, and I was thinking to myself, I bet you I'm going to get a card tonight I've never seen in this deck, and I don't think I've seen this deck. This is the first time I've seen this card. Love All. And there's a little description on the card, but there's also a guidebook. But love all. Your compassion is incomplete until it includes yourself. Release self-judgment, self-punishment, and self-sabotage. Include yourself when you love. Isn't that a very fitting card for the self? And the deck is called the Self-Love Oracle, right? Love all, including yourself. Remember to save some of that love for yourself. Well, let's go ahead and read the full description here. That's card number 43. Love all. Whenever we look at a part of ourselves or someone else and say, this does not deserve love, we unwittingly place a barrier on our own hearts. We may have been taught by others that sensitivity is for the weak, that compassion is for the naive, and that love is only for the beautiful and deserving. Most of us will have inherited our parents' and authority figures' judgments of us. These judgments may have persisted as barriers to loving ourselves as we became adults. The walls we put up inside ourselves usually don't just stay there, but become the walls we put up between ourselves and the others around us. Believing that we are flawed and unlovable, we actually affect our relationships because we're busy hiding our objects of shame from others, distancing ourselves from them and putting up false fronts. The time has come for us to learn to love it all. Authenticity becomes important to us once self-love teaches us to accept ourselves, together with all our imperfections. Doing so, loving others and their imperfections becomes easier too. Compassion becomes natural when we understand that everyone has been damaged in some way by false beliefs and fear. Our compassion is complete when it includes everyone and ourselves. Carrying this compassion, we will fight ourselves less, love ourselves more, and become capable of more. And the card image is called Guan Yin. I'm not sure if I said that right, but that's Guanyin. Guan Yin. So it's a very beautiful message. It has a lot to do with compassion. I think we all could use a little more compassion when it comes to our daily lives. Maybe perhaps towards ourselves and towards others as well. It's always good to be kind to one another. But it's a card about love. Love all. Loving all. And it's also important, it's very important to love ourselves and to be soft with ourselves. And I think when we're soft with ourselves and when we're not pushing ourselves too hard, we learn to take it easier on other people as well. Say we're taking, I'm not going to try and be Mr. Perfect or be Mrs. Perfect. And then all of a sudden you got this perfect image of yourself, and then you see somebody else and you're like, hey, that person's not perfect. And maybe sometimes we might unfairly judge somebody because we don't have a lot of compassion towards ourselves. But I think that's what this card is saying, is to love all. So you love yourself, have compassion towards yourself. And I think this can help us to love other people and have compassion towards them too. But it's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. Your compassion is incomplete until it includes yourself. Release self-judgment, self-punishment, and self-sabotage. Include yourself when you love. And never be afraid to set any boundaries that you may need to set. See my Carpe Diem? Carpe Diem, seize the day. Anyways, my friends, that's our reading for Halloween. Let's love all. A very powerful card, a very powerful message. I know I'll be taking this to my heart. I know in my own life, I could learn to be a little more compassionate towards other people and to be more compassionate towards myself as well. I hope this card reading helped you in some way. Let's finish it with a fortune cookie slip. I collect fortune cookie slips, and let's draw one. So let's see what we have tonight for Halloween. I'm going to go deep in the box here. Let's see what we got. A person of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of weeds. It's funny because we actually had this one. I don't know if you watch my videos, but we had this one. We had this exact one. I think it was a few videos ago. A person of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of weeds. And when we think to love all, use love, practice love, we got to practice what we preach. Don't just talk about love, express love, embrace love. Love yourself and do the best to love others around you as well. Love is a feeling, right? It's more than just words, right? Love is a feeling. It's an everyday feeling that we create within ourselves and towards others. All right, my friends. I hope you have a great rest of your Halloween. I'm going to have a great rest of my Halloween as well. I got to watch Casper tonight, and I'm going to watch pretty soon. I'm going to probably play some video games, but after that, I'm going to also put on one of my favorite shows, Charmed. I love Charmed, the Halliwell sisters, and I'm going to be looking forward to watching that show tonight as well. I think I'm on about season 5 now. It's a really good show, and I highly recommend it. If you like shows about spirituality and the supernatural and magic and myth. Magic and myth, my friends. It's a fun show. All right, my friends, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. All right, take care. Love all, love yourself. Practice compassion, my friends, and carpe diem, seize the day. An old friend of mine told me that once. Carpe diem. All right, peace. See ya.